Ladies and gentlemen, we're at the toss now. Semi-final, first game to start with. We've got Burngreave and we've got Firvale Falcons. Toss in my hand. Right, Awas, you're going to be calling, okay?
I'll call heads.
Heads is the call. It is a heads. Awas, you've won the toss. What are you deciding to do?
We're going to ball first.
You're going to ball first. New ball. Swing, a bit of movement in the air. Was that the idea going forward? If you won the toss, you were going to ball?
I feel like, yeah, obviously, but then again, it's because a big game, pressure comes on, anything can happen. I wish, obviously, opposition good luck, but at the end of the day, it's a game. May the best team win.
Thank you very much. Good luck for you, that. Nazam bhai, you lost the toss. What would you have done if you had won the toss? Would you have ball on or batter first? Batter first. Same conditions, obviously, like I was just saying to him, it's a new ball, so are the tactics the same as they were last week, or any new tactics?
No, the same thing, we just
And any changes to the team?
Azim not available today, so Usman Bhai replaced me. Maybe Usman or Ahmed. I think it's Usman.
Okay, that's fine. So the news from the middle: Burngreave Tigers have won, and they're gonna ball first. We'll see you guys in a few minutes for the game.
All right, welcome guys to thrilling encounter between Firvale Falcons and Burngreave Tigers. The crowd is hyped up. Burngreave Tigers are ready. Ahmed facing the ball. A lot of pressure on this youngster's shoulder. And he gets a one run off straight off the mark. Very good shot. Fantastic shot by Ahmed. So to my right I have a scientist joining me for this semi-final. So scientist, who do you think is going to win this? Please give us a bit of a overview of what's going on.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yes, a pleasure to be alongside you, Adnan, for this great encounter between Firvale and Burngreave. My personal views, I think Firvale are going to take it. I think just the way they've been playing, especially with their bowling attack, I think if they can get a reasonable score on the board, I think Firvale have got this in the bag. That's my prediction from the get-go.
I completely disagree. I think Burngreave Tigers completely have this under control. Few quick wickets and they're straight into the tail, And they just need to maintain. There's a huddle right at the start of the game. They are really on it. You can see it. Everyone is trying to get to the ball. And I don't think Firvale is going to have that same kind of intensity. And trust me, that intensity makes a huge difference.
It most definitely does. But you got to remember, if we rewind to last year in the English Institute Academy of EIS, this was the stage that Burngreave Tigers were at, where they were, they had won all of their group games. And when they came to the semi-final, they lost and they got kicked out. So those thoughts might be in the back of the heads of these players today. They might be thinking, let's just hope we don't have a rewind of what happened last year. So they'll be trying to point that.
But the thing is, they have look at that. Well, look, there is a bit of a change in the team. They've got Jawad. Munir's unfortunately injured. He's out of the attack, but firstly the team is a little different, and secondly it was a once in a lifetime innings from Daddy Irfan. He's not here today. Can someone replicate that innings? That's the question.
That is true as well.
One over gone, 1 run.
1 over. So yeah, the king of swing, as they call him, Jawad Akhtar, just showing his, how valuable he is, especially with that new ball, the way he moves it in, and the one he moves away as well. And talk about pace. Here comes a pace.
Amazing delivery.
One is back into the attack. What a snorter first delivery. I was just hyping him up as such an upcoming superstar in this league.
I think there's a dent in the stumps, Vishen. I think we need to go have a look at the stumps. There's a dent on the right side of the stump. I can see it clear. I think we're going to have to contact the company, get a replacement.
We're going to have to get a replacement with the Kuwait. That this kid is bowling absolute fire. Every year he gets quicker and quicker and quicker.
But the question here is, can the potato oven handle the heat here? Can the potato handle the heat?
Oh, so far they're getting fried at the moment. In he comes in.
Oh!
Delivery!
And the batsman cannot do anything. He stood still. I am telling you, this jacket potato is burning.
This jacket potato is facing the heat of Rizwan Ishfaq. This youngster has got so much potential. And he comes again. Oh, big swing. Big swing.
Potential edge as well. Potential edge. I told you Burngreave Tigers are going to be all over them. They've got no answers. Munazzam's there with his head down. This is where the captain used to be playing. Makes no sense. The captain has dropped himself.
Yes,
He should be motivating the players.
Here he comes again. Rizwan Ishfaq. Oh! What a delivery. Pushing him back.
Look at the intensity.
Great line and length from Rizwan Ishfaq. He's on the dot, straight from ball one, pushing the batsman back, and that's what you want to do with that kind of pace. Get that batsman pushing back. He's going to nick it, or it's going to hit the top of the stumps.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. Burngreave Tigers were quite happy keeping this batsman on strike for as long as they can.
Yeah, I think that was part of the game plan. Oh!
Down leg, but well taken by Bilal. Well taken. Only a single given there.
This is the great thing about Burngreave Tigers. They're so well-rounded as a team. They've got players who are, experts in different fields on the pitch as well.
Once again missed.
A specialist keeper, specialist pace bowlers.
And they have their fielding position sorted out. They know exactly where to put their best fielders.
Exactly.
And the question I'd like to ask you, scientists here, has this batsman played before? This is a semi-final.
It is. It is.
And you're suddenly sending in someone that maybe hasn't had much exposure to these conditions. And you have to understand the ball is swinging right now. It's a brand new ball. So, is this a wise call? Perhaps you should have sent someone else up the order that was more experienced, has played more games. They could rotate the strike. Because now, look, there's going to be immense pressure on Ahmed. He only scored 1 run in the first over. So now he's going to be looking to score and play attacking shots.
Yeah, no, definitely. 2 overs gone, 3 for 1. Going back to your question, Adnan, I totally agree with you. I just think that bringing a new player, and Abid actually has played 1 or 2 games at the beginning of the tournament, but then he missed a fair few games in the middle because other players were performing. So to bring him back in a must-win situation, it's a very risky move. We've seen how Abid plays. He's a very good bowler. I'm not very confident about his batting, and sending him at 3, me personally as a captain, I wouldn't be doing that. I don't think his batting replicates his strengths. His strengths are lie within the bowling, so we'll have to see. Maybe Munazzam's got a plan behind him, I'm not sure.
Nico here, he needs to be a bit careful here. He can't be giving looseners like that. The first 2 overs have been fantastic, and he's bowling. He's bowled the 2 looseners, but that's a bit decent delivery there. Decent delivery. Ahmed, taking his time. He knows the wickets are falling in the first over, wicket rather, and he wants to stay there probably till the end, anchor the innings.
And this is where it's gonna, I think he understands. Oh, that was a run. That was a run. That was a run. Even the ball still stuck now, and they could have taken the run. So that was definitely a run.
This is what I mean. Abid on the other end, he doesn't have that experience of indoor. If that was an experienced guy on the other side, he would have run straight away. Someone like Saqib, he would have pushed them to run straight away.
Definitely, and I think that's where Ahmed's innings is going to be vital for the Firvale Falcons here, because what you got to remember, one statement: runs on the board in a semi-final situation, it always puts pressure. No matter the opposition, whoever it is will get under pressure if they get runs on the board.
Absolutely, you're right.
His key is going to need to be that. Oh my God, what is Abid doing here? He's faced far of a. So the scorecard.
Longer than the name of Munazzam here. Is that a bit of a technical problem?
A bit of a technical problem.
All right, so he's faced 6 deliveries, 0 runs.
He's yet to score, and that's not what you need from a number 3.
What, technically speaking, that's nearly 10% of the overs there.
Exactly, and that you, especially from your number 3, they say in cricket, your number 3 is your most important batsman. That's your best batsman, the one who's got the best technique, and the one that's going to score you most of the runs. That's someone you need to have who's going to score you a lot of the runs. That's where I said maybe Abid probably wasn't the best choice.
What I would slightly question is maybe they should have brought on one of their better bowlers. Ahmed seems to be settled in a little. I would like to personally get Ahmed out and get some of the other batsmen in. Zain, is a good option, but is he the best option in their team right now? I don't think so. I would have personally gone back to Rizwan again, give him another over, and you know what? A good over now, potentially a maiden, immense pressure on Firvale. After that, they would be really struggling, trying to play their strokes and getting a lot of edges.
Definitely. I think I agree with you as well. I believe they should have gone back to one of their main bowlers, either Rizwan or Jawad. One more over, get Ahmed out of the attack and bring in another batsman. But however, don't look away from Zain. He's a very good bowler as well. At times he can be a bit short, but when he gets it to pitch, he is a very dangerous bowler. He started with a wide. He needs to get back. He needs to get on it straight away, because that's what the rest of his team have done so far in the last 3
you
overs.
can't ruin the efforts of the rest of your team. You know, you have to be
gotta
on
keep
board.
that momentum
You know,
going.
a boundary here, and the batsmen are going to feel very.
Oh, caught that beautifully.
Ahmed, I'm telling you, this guy, he's middling the ball now. Ahmed's actually playing really well. You know, we've been talking about Burngreave Tigers all this time, but look at Ahmed. 8 of 12 runs in the kind of pressure situation. He's doing fantastic as a batsman right now. He's really, you know, look at that, what a shot. Fantastic shot by Ahmed.
What a beautiful shot.
And you know, this is what I was trying to say earlier on. You know, was it the best decision bringing Zain on at this time? But what a fantastic shot by Ahmed. You know, I'm gonna be. And look, 6 there. What a fantastic shot there. He's picked up 3 more runs. He's, you know, potentially going to retire. He's done really, really well.
Great batting. This is where Abid needs to support Ahmed here. He needs to be careful with what the strokes are doing. And he smacked that one. And it's a 4.
It's a 4. Bad fielding there by Arman at the back, to be honest with you.
To be fair with you, if there was one player that you target on the field, that is Arman. The rest of them are very agile. Arman's just a bit slower to get down to the ball.
That's not good ball. A very weak bowling, poor bowling there by Zain, to be quite honest with you.
Got away with that. I'm surprised he's turned to his cutter straight away. Why not try to seam up and get it to swing?
And get it a bit fuller, you know, that's too short.
There's another cutter.
And Abid was struggling, and now you're giving him a lot of looseness here.
He doesn't have that natural ability to move it away as well.
Firvale have made a real comeback that over. They're back on 28 for 1 now. So, you know, as I was saying, 1 over can change the dynamics of the game completely.
It can swing the momentum in both sides, you know, whoever has the upper hand.
Now, for Burngreave are going to need some quick wickets to put the pressure back on Firvale.
28. Right, the captain into the attack for his second over. Awais Ishfaq needs to take this wicket here. Yahya is batting very well.
Warming up there. Very well defended by Ahmed. You know, he's been a very intelligent batsman today. I have to give full credit to him. He's hit the looser balls. He's defended, and you know what? I don't think he's edged anything so far. He has had. If there was a controller, you know, the way that shows. This has a chance there. Oh my God! Really bad throw by Jawad. That's someone like Jawad as well, especially of all people. Personally, if I was Jawad, I would have gone for the bowler's end, to be honest with you, because Ahmed is the guy you need to get out. Abid, I'm not too worried about.
You want Abid on strike. The way he's playing at the moment, 6 of 9 deliveries, you want to keep him on strike if you're the Burngreave team.
Good stop by Arman. Arman's a bit like me at the back, you know, not the best option to have, but we have to put someone there.
You have to vacate some kind of a spot with all your team, so you know you try and put it where least likely will go. Edge day, and
I've always wondered with Bilal, if Bilal knows that the batsman, look, the thing is with Bilal, he should stand back. This guy is not going to leave the crease. He stood literally like a tape ball batsman. He hasn't come out of the crease even once, so there's no point standing forward. You're not going to benefit much. Fantastic shot by Ahmed there. Abid, you know, despite the maiden he played right at the start, now he's starting to score some quick runs. His arms are flowing.
And this is where it's important for them to keep that momentum going. He's hit a 4. Don't try to look to and that's the problem. Don't try to look to try and hit every single ball for a 6. Play the good cricket. Put it into the gaps. Take the runs that are off as well. The scoops, the ramps, the gaps in the. Take some risks because you've got guys that are yet to come in as well, and you got to keep that momentum going.
Absolutely, and you know, let me just tell you that Ahmed Yahya, was it Yahya Ahmed? I don't know which way it is. Yahya Ahmed, he's now 5 runs away from retiring in a semi-final under pressure. What a fantastic, and I think he's an underrated player. Highly underrated, you know.
Definitely. No, he's been part of the upbringing youth program. He plays in the youth league.
How's he been doing there? I haven't really been there. Has he been performing?
He's been doing well. He's been doing well there as well. But that's what it's all about, isn't it? Getting these guys playing in that league and then promoting them into here, and this is where it builds character and builds their confidence as a youngster as well. Moving forward into the future, it's only positives from here, especially for someone like Ahmed. He's on 21 right now. A slower ball, another smack into the wall.
Really well. Now he just needs 3 more runs. If I was his captain, I'll be telling him, look, get those 3 runs, retire. Then, you know, the batsmen that come after him are going to have a lot of confidence behind them.
They do. And then they have a free license as well because they know, oh my God, what a shot! And
what a way to retire. Fantastic shot.
Innings that by Ahmed. What a performance that is under pressure, especially after the early wicket of Fasih. That is remarkable. Commendments to you.
Squeeze a lot of hopes out. Oh, what a shot to start with.
Talk about making a statement.
What a stroke. First ball.
Now this is,
my God.
This is not Azim Baba. This is someone called Bantu, I believe. Is the name that I've been given by Munazzam, the captain. Bantu is apparently his name. So
well, Bantu Bhai bunted that first ball straight for 6 down the ground.
That was a glorious shot first up. If there was ever to make a statement, that was it. Slow ball again.
Not the best bowling. I'll be very honest with you. The very, very ordinary bowling.
Yeah.
And this is why I think when Jawad and Rizwan were in full flow, maybe they should have continued for another over each. Picked up a few more wickets. The pressure now you give them. With all due respect to Zain, I told you as he came on, he gave a very weak over that made Firvale get back into the game.
51.
Now they're going back to Jawad, so let's see what can happen. I think the only way Burngreave can kind of win this game is to pick up 2-3 wickets in quick succession.
They need some early wickets. They need some quick wickets now. Quick wickets.
I obviously being biased on Burngreave's side is obviously very painful for me to see this.
Oh, how close was that one? In swinging Yorker, the left arm of Jawad Akhtar coming into play here. He's a very good bowler, Jawad. Everyone looks up to him as a bowler because he takes the ball. Oh my God!
Shot.
That is the commentator.
What a shot!
Commentators.
Scientists, you were saying. Did you say everyone looks up to him? Abid is definitely looking up to him for 6s. And there's a chance to run. Oh, bottled there. Bottled by Bilal. Mr. Bantu Bhai is back. Is there any sweets named after him? Bantu. Am I mistaking this or something? But in Pakistan, I think you have the Bounty chocolate, and there's Bantu chocolate as well.
I've not heard of a Bantu chocolate.
Potentially gone.
No, I've not heard of a Bantu chocolate. There might be a biscuit that's named after Bantu. I'm not sure.
Let me just Google it. Let me do some research here. Can you hold the mic?
Yes, of course. Right, Jawad Akhtar again. Another cutter. That's great. That's great bowling. Great bowling. Jawad utilizing his variations to good effect here. He's getting it to grip quite a lot. If you look at his hand action, he does get it to grip quite a lot. And he comes again. Oh yeah! Remember the days of left arm of Jawad Akhtar. And this is when I say great players stand up at big moments. And if there is a big player that stands up on big moments, that's Jawad Akhtar.
There is indeed Bantu chocolate, as you can see here.
Bantu chocolate.
This is very expensive, high quality chocolate. And how much is it going for at the moment? It's going for... How many runs does it score? It's going for 7 runs. Very cheap price. I would highly encourage people to go and buy. It's actually not that far. £8. £8 for a packet, and that's 66% off. There's a high quality chocolate manufactured in Switzerland. Good question. Heather Rasul to our right here, just asking what's a good score, and I would say anything around 80-90 with the pressure of a semi-final is doable. They have fantastic bowling, really.
Just made the point about their bowling. Firvale's strength is their bowling. They've got some key bowlers here.
A big way, but look, if Jawad had bowled that earlier over and Rizwan as well, these wickets would have fallen.
Definitely, yes. If you ask me, a good score for the Firvale Falcons, it definitely needs to be 110 minimum. I think that's what they're going to need in order to stand a chance. Just a wide there. In order for Firvale to stand a chance. Anything below 100, I think for Burngreave have got the abilities to chase it down.
I think 90 is good enough, to be honest with you. You have to understand that there's going to be a lot of pressure. The batsmen, Burngreave doesn't have the best batsmen, to be honest with you. Bilal and Jawad are probably the main batsmen. The rest of them is struggling all throughout the tournament.
Definitely. Oh, this is just brilliant from Rizwan. This kid, I could watch this kid bowl in a test match from the day it starts till the end, all day long, because he has such a beautiful action.
Really,
again.
flowing like water.
Beautiful, beautiful. 6 hours, 6 deliveries are in the exact same spot. Glenn McGraw made a great analysis many years back that as a great bowler, you have to pitch the ball 6 hours, 6 times in the same area. You look at his heat map on the pitch, all those deliveries are in the same area. Look at that, same delivery. And the batsman is just clueless. What is the batsman doing? How are you, making the same error again? Look for the runs if you can't target the big scores.
Abid may have done well against the other bowlers, but to be quite honest with you, against the main bowlers, he's been struggling big time. Against Jawad and Rizwan, really, he hasn't scored, I think, more than 2-3 runs per over.
He hasn't. And could this be the downfall for Firvale, this type of innings? He's 21 off 21.
They have 4 overs after this.
He's 21 off 21.
They, taken power play. Someone needs to tell them the power play has to be taken before the 8th over, I believe. What a stop by Bilal.
I think the rulings are.
It comes to here, Abdullah. Comes to here.
I think the rulings
We are truly honoured to be joined by a man who was with me during the wars. Oh, that was an edge. That was an edge. Dropped catch by Bilal. But I'm joined by a man who was with me during the war zone, almost we could say, that we had in Hillsborough last year. Welcome, Abdullah.
What a time to be alive that was, honestly. The highlight of the tournament, I think. Unfortunately, it wasn't caught on camera because of technical difficulties. But so far, we have the second eliminator. Let me check the score. What's the scores?
First ball. Score is 65 for 2.
65 for 2 after 8.1 overs. I'll tell you what, they've kept it very tight. They've kept it very, very tight here.
This can go in either way now. And if Niku gets a wicket or 2 quickly, it can go in the favour of Burngreave. Otherwise, this is becoming a one-sided affair. If we'll get about 90 plus, I think they have this game, to be very honest with you. It's going to be very hard for Ben. That's not the best ball, to be honest with you. Missed out by Ahmed. Alright, so Munazam's telling him, what did Munazam just say?
I think Munazam said give you a wicket.
He said out to him. And obviously not the best thing to say to your player, but you know what? He's not done bad, to be honest with you. Semi-phase 23 off 24 balls.
Too slow, Adnan.
Maybe he's missed too many balls, but
in an indoor game, it's just not what you need. Unfortunately, you need to be. You need to keep the momentum going at all times, and there were some overs in there that he played, which if it was a sensible batsman, instead of looking for the big shots, you could have put it into the gaps and taken the runs, and that could have got you to an even bigger score than they're on right now. So
Anis is on now. He's a very interesting batsman. I haven't seen much of him, but
he's retired now, so
he's retired. So that might be good for the team, to be honest with you. So
he's a power play or not?
Yeah, this is the power play now. Very well played. Anis is a very good batsman from what I've seen. The little I've seen of him, he understands the game quite well. He understands exactly where the gaps are, and based on that, he's manoeuvring the ball around quite well.
Rumour has it that Firvale played a charter plane for Amish Azad to come all the way from KPL. They're paying top dollar. I think he's on £20 a run, £100 a wicket. What do you take of this?
£100 a wicket.
Somebody else made a mention about how much he's getting paid or not getting paid, and Amir, I think, approached me with quite aggressively. He thought I've been making the comments, and I nearly, I felt my life was on the line. Luckily, I had Zubair near me to provide some assistance. I'm not going to make any comments on how much he's getting paid, how much he's not getting paid. I'll leave that to your expertise.
These are just speculations, unfortunately. And one of the spectators have also said, don't comment on how much money he's making. Munib, apparently he's playing in the cup game. His plays hundreds of pounds a game, apparently. He offered Munib Katana in the cup games, yes.
I think that's virtual money.
V-Bucks, as the youngsters call it these days on Fortnite.
Yeah.
he's getting paid in V-Bucks.
I think Hamza's starting his own kind of Bitcoin currency, and that's going to be used to pay the players. Now they can be converted to Pakistani rupees, I've heard. Zain doing a lot better this over, but obviously still not good enough. He should get that. Oh, if that's a direct hit, he was gone. Direct hit, but otherwise he was in, I believe. I think he was in.
There's not even entertaining to watch the replay there. Miles in, miles in. What do you think is a good score from here then? They're on
I
76
personally told them 90 is good enough for their bowling attack, but scientists at 110.
I would have to agree with scientists. I think 110 because Burngreave do have match winners. Jawad can take the game away, Billy can take the game away. Oman, if he clicks, is a very explosive batsman. Zayn's mixing it up quite a lot this over, but I think he's just bowling it into the arc where they just
It's very
hitting
easy to
it.
play. It's too full to be honest. If you're going to bowl like that, your ball, by the time it's cutting the ball, it's already pitched right in front of the bat. So there's no point really.
Some absolute masterclass from Adnan there about slow bowling. He's absolutely right. It needs to be a good length, just that back of a length ball if you're going to bowl that slow
Someone
balls.
who's a fantastic slow bowler is Anis himself, the guy who's batting currently. You know, he pitches him and Jawad Salim. If you've seen Jawad Salim bowling, both of them they have some fantastic slower balls.
Cutter specialists.
Exactly. And you don't know which way it's going to come unless you have good vision. I personally have not such a good vision, so I struggle. They're struggling with the ball, to be honest with you.
They say how many people does it take to get a ball out of a net?
I think Israr is there to provide some assistance with this netting. Fassi obviously a lot better with the net than the bat. This innings. He's a fantastic batsman. He just had a bit of a bad season.
Some insight from myself. Yesterday, Fassi gave a lot of trash talk to Jawad and the Burngreave Tigers. He said that he's going to show them how it's done, and he just said he's going to just smash them for sixes. I've just checked the scorecard, and unfortunately, it seems like his wickets got smashed, not the ball.
I believe smash is an understatement to how that wicket actually fell because it was a rip snorter from Rizwan.
To be honest with you, Fassi isn't the kind of lad to talk like that. He's a very modest kid. And obviously, I was joking about the netting. We need to keep a very light-hearted environment here. Fassi is obviously very close apprentice of mine.
Right, let's get back to the game. 10 overs gone, 84 for 2, last 2 overs. Ahmed Shahzad up against the speedster Rizwan Ishfaq, who's bowled amazing. Bowled 6 runs.
Very interesting. Bilal should get him there. This is the issue, unfortunately, because the ball sometimes bounces too high, so you can't get it.
Zayn is asking the umpire if he was out. Replay shows did not touch the wickets, unfortunately.
I think the reason Rin said it because the lights were on, the bail lights. They turn on by themselves for some reason.
Oh, nowhere near.
Bad throw. Very bad throw.
Bad throw, wild throw. That
These
is.
guys, 90 is up, so the score I said has come up.
I think they might even succeed the total that we said, 110. I think 120 is on the card at this point.
Yeah, definitely. If they keep running like this, very much so. But let's see what happens. Oh, that's not a good ball, is it? Very bad bowling, to be honest.
He's got away with that one.
Only 3 balls. 3 is a magic here even. Yeah. I'm telling you. Look, they've scored 9 runs of 3 balls. These two guys are very, very experienced, especially Amir has played a lot of indoor. I've heard Anis has played a lot of tape ball, and you can see this guy, he has a brain of a true cricketer. He's navigating the ball around into the gaps quite well, and he's probably going to run that as well, and Amir is gone there. This might work in the favour of Burngreave highly. I don't know if this new batsman is anywhere near as good as Amir. Or did he score a 25 in the last game, if I'm not mistaken? Was it him?
He has scored a few, runs here against other oppositions as well. But I believe just against the quality of Rizwan, there might be a bit of struggle here. I mean, he could prove me wrong.
They try to run everything, though. That's the thing. And he's out. So I think Abid could potentially come back on. So I think, oh no, Ahmed is on. This is good news for Firvale. Ahmed, class batsman. He's played the best innings for them. You have to understand, when Ahmed was on, pressure was on the entire team. The Fassi's wicket had fallen. Burngreave were making a lot of noise. He middled every single ball.
Left. There's a lot of pressure on the youngster now. Let's see how he goes about this. Good comeback from Rizwan there. Only 10 off the over for the penultimate over. Jawad
Penultimate over, that's not bad at all.
Jawad Akhtar bowling the final over.
Last over, 95 for 4. How much do you think they're going to get off the last over, guys?
I think 10 they will
I
get.
think they're aiming for 15 at least. They're aiming for at least 15 here. 110, like Azhar said, is a decent score indoor.
And he's gone, that's how. He is forward, he's not even looking, he looked back very late. But that was clearly out, to be honest with you. Ahmed is coming back on, so this is probably good for Burngreave. Because if Ahmed was on strike, he would get a lot more run. I think Ahmed is going to struggle against Jawad's cutters.
I think I'm going to be a bit cheeky here and say this is going to be a maiden over now. I'm going to say this is going to be a maiden over.
Yeah,
this is going to be a maiden over. Abid unfortunately does not have the brain of a batsman.
Jawad is toying with the batsman. Jawad is toying with the batsman.
He's going to cut every ball pretty much, and unless he gets the edge or something, look there. He struggles big time against someone cutting. I think Munazam told him maybe hit his stumps. Munazam is very frustrated with the innings being played here, but to be honest with you, look, he's got some runs. And he's got him out. So 1 run still. You know what? Ahmed's on strike. That's a good thing.
Oh, but they made a really good comeback here of the Burngreave Tigers.
Yeah,
a lot of wickets fell very quickly there.
If they kept Jawad on early, these wickets would have fallen much earlier.
I agree.
They wouldn't have got this far.
Right, 2 balls left, 96. They need to cross that 3-figure mark.
That's a psychological barrier,
10 runs of 10 balls.
Missed by Billy.
He's too good. Jawad Akhtar. What a bowler.
Fantastic bowling by Jawad here, really
I myself
sharp.
look, highly upon him. He's my model when it comes to bowling left arm seam. Look at him, in he comes again.
And he's Abid. I don't know where Abid was going there. He's trying to do a full lap, second lap. But what a good score by Firvale. I didn't think they'll get this high. This is going to be a fantastic second innings.
What a comeback from Burngreave, though, honestly. What a comeback from Burngreave.
They're going to come off the thingy now. Go through them quickly.
Why are you cutting it off, brother? This is what they want. I was with Jawad Akhtar yesterday, and all he was doing all night, looking at Azhar's replays, he was watching Azhar's bowling all last night to see what can I bowl, and what a comeback. What a comeback.
98 to win.